Basically made a whole list. So many options with jewelry that I want to just discuss with you guys. Highly recommend that. Something of a similar concept right now. I recommend the marshmallow keychain. Get it, okay? Hey guys, it's Abbie. Welcome back to a new video on my channel, and today we are going to be talking about something so exciting, and it's Christmas lists. I love Christmas lists. I love making them every single year. However, it's something I'm really into. As of recently, something I want to actually get into. I mean, this is a perfect time to really put down what you really want in your Christmas list. Now, this is not going to be any regular Christmas list. This is going to be a girly, princessy, shabby chic inspired Christmas list. I know that I've been making some book related videos on my YouTube channel, but I wanted to make something different and just basically display my personal style. Like, this is actually my personal style. As you can see somewhat in my background, I do have a very shabby chic theme to my room, very vintagey, feminine, pink kind of style to my room, which I hope to do a room tour soon when everything's basically done being added and taken away and stuff like that. But this is genuinely my personal style that I really wanted to show on this channel, and I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get started. Different categories. These are also ideas that aren't really trendy. I mean, some of them are from really trendy and popular brands, yes, but also it is a very unique kind of list. Like, of course, there are some things that people would want to get every single Christmas, very common gifts, but there are also gifts that maybe are from small businesses that you've never really heard before that you should definitely support, or you should definitely like buy if you are interested in that kind of style or that kind of stuff like that. So this is all girly stuff, but it doesn't really range from like very common items. It's not all common items. That's what I mean. Second thing is that this list also is range between affordable to pricey. So depending on your price range or your budget, or if you want to give somebody something from this list, or if you want to receive something, there is a spectrum of what is affordable and what may be on the more pricier side. So just keep that in mind. I'm so excited to get into this. So let's get started. I actually have my iPad here because I basically made a whole list of everything that I wanted to recommend you guys to get for Christmas, maybe some Christmas ideas. So if you are a basically beginner, I guess I would say beginner on this personal style, or just wanted to get some really cutesy, pink, girly, feminine things for Christmas, but you don't really know where to start, then just keep on watching because I'm going to tell you guys all of it. So the first category we're going to get into is jewelry. Now, I love jewelry. Obviously, I absolutely love my jewelry, and because of this style, jewelry is very prevalent with, you know, this sort of personal style, this certain aesthetic. So I mean, there are so many options with jewelry that I want to just discuss with you guys. The first brand that I would recommend you guys searching up first is Kendra Scott. Kendra Scott actually has so many gold, because usually we love gold jewelry is just something, but if you like silver as well, I would recommend more Pandora, but also Kendra Scott works really good too. Of course, they have some silver jewelry is there as well, but I am going to be recommending more gold jewelry, just so you know, just to give you a heads up, because I wear a lot of gold jewelry, but they still should have some silver options too. The first thing is the Sasha Hart's gold link and chain necklace. This is so pretty. As you can see, like, it just has such a pretty chain to it. It has hearts. A lot of hearts are very common with this sort of aesthetic. It's really girly, and also some pearl, and also bows are very common too. Like, having a bow looking necklace is so cute. We also have their Eliza gold necklaces, which is very much the most common thing you can get from Kendra Scott. I would say the rose quartz one is very shabby chic inspired, very cute, very girly. I think that would be such a cute addition. Now, this prices range from basically Pandora prices, if you know Pandora prices. I would say that it is a little bit more on the pricier side, but you can still get dupes from Amazon. You know, there are so many necklaces I get from Amazon that look very similar, so just keep an eye out. Target also may have some of these options as well. Just getting that gold chain theme with like some heart, some pink rose quartz, like all those kind of things are very much the concept of really cute shabby chic jewelry. It doesn't have to be Kendra Scott, but like that's where I would start looking if you're looking for good quality necklaces. Like, I'm wearing one right now from the Love Shack Fancy Kendra Scott collection, and it's actually really nice. Honestly, it's very nice. It's very sturdy, very durable. I actually really like it. So if you are interested in Kendra Scott, I would highly recommend you guys to check out their website. It's another one from the Love Shack Fancy Kendra Scott collection, which is the Daphne Gold Lock Necklace. This is so pretty. Obviously, I don't have one of those, but those are really pretty, and it has like the really pretty pattern, the blooming heirloom pattern from the Stanleys from last year, so that's really pretty. Overall, just it's so feminine and dainty. I would recommend this locket if you like the pattern and just like the chain detail, the bow on the chain. So pretty. Next we have a small business, which I would recommend you guys. It's around the same price as Kendra Scott too. It's Hoyana Jewelry, and they actually just did a collab just recently with Brookie Yancey, if you know who that is. But they have a really pretty pieces that I would definitely recommend you guys getting. It's genuinely the shabby chic aesthetic. The first one is these beautiful earrings. It's called the Eloise earrings. It is so pretty. Like this sort of vintage retro, like grandma looking style earrings with like that really pretty muted pink. I think that's the prettiest thing ever. Also, if you don't want to spend that much, of course, on these earrings, you can definitely get something in a similar concept on Amazon, Target. They have these very same sort of concept of earrings. You know, it's not going to be exactly the same, but the concept of design is there. So just to let you know, but this is like basically a concept I absolutely adore. So if you do want sturdier, better quality pieces, then definitely check out Hoyana Jewelry. They also have their beautiful Charlotte Pearl studs earrings. So pretty. I love it so much. They use a lot of pearl, a lot of gold. If you're a gold girl, then you would really like all the jewelry I'm recommending. Very elegant and very chic. I think that's a very good place to start for your Christmas present. Every jewelry I just recommended to you, like specifically, very much dainty looking pieces that are very much like Christmas gift coded, I'd say. Like I think they're very nice for Christmas gifts. So we have some honorable mentions. Of course, I mentioned Pandora already, and Amazon and Target. I wouldn't say that every single necklace specifically that I showed to you is in Amazon or on Amazon and Target, but there are some concept designs that have been, in society for many years. For example, the Eloise earrings, like that style has been a thing for many years. So if you just want the style and you can't really get to that price point, that's totally okay. Amazon or Target may have something for you. What I mentioned is also Pandora, especially if you're a silver girly. I love their silver pieces the most when I used to be super into Pandora. But also if you want to support a small business too, Hoyana Jewelry is something that you may like as well. So with Hoyana Jewelry, they're very infamous for their cross necklaces. I'm wearing something of a similar concept right now. Actually, this is such a pretty pearl looking cross necklace. Of course, if you are Christian, then you would probably like that. But if not, then, hey, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Just do whatever you like. Just get it. But yeah, they are infamous for these cross necklaces. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested in that. Also, I did have and buy mine from Amazon as well. So if you still like the concept but you didn't want to drop the money on that, if you think it's too much of a high budget for you, then that's okay. I got mine from Amazon as well. Just wanted to let you know if you are interested. So both my jewelries I absolutely love. You could stack really nice things with it. So that's why I definitely recommend jewelry for your Christmas presents. Next, we are at the clothes category. So we're going to talk about more of general clothes, but I'll show you guys some specifics as well, because I feel like clothes are a kind of a hit or miss when it comes to Christmas gifts. I feel like it's hard to give somebody clothes for Christmas. But also it's easy too. I don't know. It's like a weird hit or miss when it comes to clothes. So that's why I'm giving you guys options, because you may like some of the clothes, you may not. You may want a hoodie, you may want a scarf. I don't know. This does not matter. I'm just going to give you guys a general idea of what kind of clothes you should probably aim for if you love this aesthetic. The first thing is the pink Love Shack Fancy line. So we had 2 this year, which I think there are still some pieces left over from the first drop of the pink Love Shack Fancy. I do have a top from that line, but they just released a holiday collection, and they have these really pretty top and bottom pieces that very much are Love Shack Fancy inspired, that I was looking at. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's actually really pretty. They have hoodies, they have sweatpants. So if you go to school and you want to do more loungewear than just like really pretty frilly dresses you can only wear like maybe a couple times a year for a gala or something like that, or a party, like they sell really nice loungewear, like really long pants. If you're tall like me, they have a tall section too, which is awesome. They have really nice joggers, and they have, I think, a lot of hoodies, pajamas as well. They have a lot of pajamas. So I would definitely recommend checking out there. I think you might still like it, so definitely check it out if you haven't already. Next is hoodies. Like I just mentioned before, the Pink and Love Shack Fancy line has some hoodies for that you may be interested in, but there are other hoodie options that I would recommend to you as well. So next we have the Addicted hoodie. I did get an Addicted hoodie last year, and it was the pink Addicted hoodie, and I love it so much. I wear it all the time to class, so if you go to class, then that may be something that you may be interested in. They're so good quality, so soft, and they're not too expensive, which is actually a really good deal. Next are Altered State. Altered State is kind of like the chiller version of Love Shack Fancy. They have very nice shabby chic pieces, very floral, beautiful, vintagey looking pieces. They have nice like frilly skirts. It's kind of also like Francesca's as well, which they have something similar to, but Altered State has a lot of hoodies that are floral, and I think they're really, really pretty. A good starter pack to shabby chic inspired hoodies. If you like very florally muted hoodies, then I think you'll really like Altered State's batch of hoodies, in my opinion. I said hoodies like 5 times. Scandinavian or vintage robes. So I actually have my own pair. I keep on saying pair to a singular item, but I actually have my own sort of robe, which I will show you actually. This is my Jerv Avenue robe, which a lot of people really, really like them, so I would say get them. Such a pretty color. I love it so much. It's very cute for like the summertime, or if you just really want a nice staple piece. Now, to be honest, they are very pricey. Never pricey one, but again, there are many options that you can actually get to get really nice, pretty robes, even if it's not a specific robe from a specific shop. If you are willing to pay the extra price and you want a good quality robe that's going to last you years, I would recommend this kind of robe. If not, there are many robes that you can actually thrift too. I'm an avid thrifter. I love it. So you may actually find something that's very vintagey but still in your budget or price range. I remember seeing so many vintage robes on Depop for a good $20. So that's a good start for you guys. So it doesn't just threw it away. It doesn't have to be a specific hoodie that's over $100. It could be something that you can find in your local thrift store or charity shop, or it could be something on Amazon that you might like. So, but I just feel like robes like that are very pretty. Like mine's very florally, sunflowery kind of design, but you guys can get there's a berry design as well that Jerv Avenue does sell. But also you can get some nice muted pink design. It's not to have like a design, or it could be very simple. So robes are just in general a very good staple piece that you guys can ask for Christmas basically. It's Brandy Melville. Now I'm saying this in general because their clothes are very much the shabbiest, chiciest kind of clothes. Now again, they have a plethora of aesthetics. They don't just have shabby chic, they definitely have more like Stockholm aesthetic, or I don't know. I can't name you like 5 aesthetics on the top of my head, but they have a lot of options for different styles. And I think that's a really good thing because you have a lot of things to choose from and there's a variety. So I would say to check there for any like really nice pieces. It doesn't have to be hoodies. It can literally be anything you'd like. It can literally be a shirt. It could be pants. It could be anything. But I think if you really are into the simple feminine aesthetic, like maybe some lace or some pointel. They have a lot of pointel looking tanks, tops, pants, anything. Just check it out. You may like it. Next, we have a small business, and I love this business so much. I highly recommend you check out their hoodies specifically. It's called Sunkissed Coconut. Found out about them because I was scrolling on TikTok and I just saw a really nice ad from them, and their stuff looks really, really cool. I don't own anything from Sunkissed, so wow, okay. But they do have some really, really nice options. So we have a really pretty hoodie with like different patches of like florals, and it has like Sunkissed Coconut on it, and I think it's so pretty. Like it's literally something I would literally ask for Christmas. And the second thing, they're really good with their mock necks, which you can see. I love this mock neck so much. It's so pretty. Different patches of like florals. It's quilted. It's like they quilted a quilted blanket and they made it a mock neck hoodie. It is so nice. Also kind of like Altered State, where they're very infamous for their floral designs, and they kind of added their logo to it too. It just looks so pretty, so dainty, so feminine, and I would definitely recommend that. To basically end off like the hoodie section of this, I would recommend just thrift miss. People are doing thrift miss a lot this year, and I'm all for it. I mean, you may find some really pretty vintage looking tops. You can find some vintage looking robes, as I just said before. Some hoodies too. You never know what's really in there, depending on where you shop. But I think that's a great option if you want to keep a budget, but also you want to find that really pretty design as well. So I would definitely recommend that. And last but not least, we're gonna go into pajamas. I'm gonna mention Brandy Melville shorts for you. I think that'll be such a great option. I love Brandy Melville shorts. I'm looking at my iPad right now. I'm looking at the photos I put in. Yeah, it is so pretty. I love like the daintiness of it. They add a lot of lace to their shorts, a lot of lace, a lot of bows that are very tiny, but like the details literally there. And of course, you know, there's only one size with this store. So if you're not really up for that, again, I would recommend Francesca's Altered State. And even Addicted, I think they have some shorts there with some variety in sizes. So check out those stores if, you know, you want to have some more size options. But if you are a Brandy Melville fan already, then I think you'll really like these shorts. I think they're really pretty vintage nightgowns. So that is more of a thrifty thing. I wouldn't say that there's a specific store that I would recommend you to find vintage nightgowns. I do have a vintage nightgown collection, so if you want to actually see that, I will be happy to film a video. But you can find all of those items most definitely from your charity shops. I think that's probably the most affordable thing that you can do when finding these things, because if you find it new, it's a little harder, it's a little more expensive. So I would just recommend you guys to check those shops out, your local Goodwill or whatever. Just check it out, thrift it. Who knows, that's really fun. So yeah, vintage nightgowns are definitely something that you can get if you're really wanting to find that vintage feel, make a collection of your own. I think it's super fun. Next is my favorite, and I just mentioned this earlier before, but I wanted to mention this to you again, and it's room decor. I love room decor so much because I'm now currently kind of just like adding things to my room, making it a little bit more of my style, and I'm still working on it. I'm not done with it yet. That's why I wanted to do a room tour when everything's basically done, when I have a finished idea of how I want my room to look like. Well, I finished my Christmas list, but I did add some room decor items that I wanted to add to my room for the new year, and just to make it look more like me. What I would recommend is vintage photo frames. I think that you would definitely like them. I actually have some around. I want to give you a bit of a sneak peek just to kind of give you an example of which ones you should aim for. You can see I have one right there. I got that for my birthday. I think it looks basically really pretty. I love the really gold frame right here. I think that really adds to the aesthetic because I love gold. You can see that they have a very nice painting. It's very much like Claude Monet kind of painting as well. I love the little like dots. It just looks really pretty far away. This is my wall. It's a work in progress, but this is what I kind of have so far. I love streamers. You can actually add that too because streamers are my fave. I love streamers, so just put it all around my room. And next we have this one, which it's kind of the same. Again, you have that gold rim that I really like. As you can see, I have this obsession with like having framed photos of flowers, but this is another thing I got for my birthday, and it's just so pretty. And it's that kind of like oil painting kind of thing. It has a beautiful gold rim as well, and more streamers, obviously. I actually made these as a craft for Christmas for my room, so that's why it's just like hanging around here. They're supposed to be really pretty paper snowflakes. That's kind of just what my room looks so far. I showed you basically the vintage photo frame. So I found those ones actually on Amazon. I didn't have to go to like this antique shop to get them and pay like $200 for them. Definitely check out the ready to hang options on Amazon if you're on a tight budget, because everybody has a tight budget, you know what I mean? So not everybody can really afford really expensive art from actual sought after artists. But I also, if you have a very local antique shop, I would recommend you checking there because they might have some good bargain deals for you as well. Lace curtains are next. I actually asked for lace curtains. My curtains right now are not lace at all, and I wanted some lace curtains to add that effect of just that beautiful vintagey grandma kind of room. I would say check out lace curtains. You can find them on Amazon. I'm sure Target has them as well. Fabric shops as well, I'm sure they would have them. This is a vintage vanity, and that I would say is a little more accessible because you can easily find that on like Facebook Marketplace, a thrift store, or anything like that. Me personally, I did buy my vanity new on Amazon, but I did renovate it to make it a little bit more of my aesthetic, which I think it looks great. Still kind of renovating it now, so I don't know if I should show you right now. But once it's done, I will definitely will. If you want a vanity and you've always wanted to see TikTok girlies, they have different vanities and you want one of your own, this is a perfect opportunity, guys, for you guys to actually get your own vanity and to make it your aesthetic and your style and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend that for you. And to find it, again, you can find it in your charity shops, Amazon, Target, anywhere really. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace as well. You know, you can find a good deal, bargain from that. Again, we love really old things, so if it looks banged up, it's not something that's like a problem because it just makes it look more vintagey than more like sleek and modern. So just a little heads up. That's just kind of what I would aim if I would look for a new vanity for myself. Next, we have a bracelet holder. I have a lot of bracelets. As you can see, I have more than this. It looks like there's nothing on my wrist, I know, but I have more than just these bracelets. I don't even have a bracelet holder, and I understand the importance of having one. So I recommend you guys getting one, and I think it's going to be really fun for you guys to own. So, and it makes your vanity, hypothetically, your vanity organized. So, because mine is not right now because I don't have a bracelet holder. So that's me though. Floral bedding. I don't have floral bedding right now, but that is a good starter bed set, comforter set that I would recommend you guys having, you know, if you want to get really into the aesthetic. And there are many options, of course. Amazon, I'm going to recommend Amazon for literally everything, but they have literally everything for a very affordable price too. Another one too, frilly pillows. So I just actually got mine delivered. I just bought frilly pillows for myself so I can kind of finish up my bed set. Again, I'm really adding more things to my room little by little because it's something, you know, inexpensive you can get from, what is it, Amazon. I got mine from Amazon. Really nice, very affordable, and they're so dainty and feminine. I would recommend it. They're vintage looking. I'd say it's a win-win, okay? I'd say it's a win-win. That is it for our room decor section. Right, so next is miscellaneous, and we have jelly cats. Jelly cats are very popular. So popular that they're always sold out when it comes to the Christmas time. But if you are lucky enough to get a jelly cat and you get to choose, I recommend the marshmallow keychain and also the Bashful Bunny floral stuffed animal. A lot of people love getting the bear, the Bartholomew bear. I think that's the cutest thing ever. The matcha dragon, the matcha bunny as well. So the green and pink options are very popular, so it really depends on what you feel like your colors are. Next is the Stanley Love Shack Fancy collab, and this is a limited edition collab, so this is not going to stay up forever, but I actually have a Stanley from the collab from last year, August. Here is a Stanley. I use it all the time. This is like my only Stanley I use pretty often. I don't have a lot of Stanleys, so this is the one I wanted the most, and I haven't bought one ever since. But if you don't have a Stanley yet, and if you have a Stanley but you're not really into the color, or just want a Stanley that's more your aesthetic and your style, I highly recommend you buying the new Stanleys from the Love Shack Fancy collab. It's actually still available right now from Stanley's website and Love Shack Fancy's website, and I recommend you get it because it is actually so beautiful. They have different design options, different bow options. I absolutely love the pretty white and pink one. I think it's like they call it the Chantilly Stanley Love Shack. I love that one. Very much accessible right now. So if you want a Stanley for Christmas, but you're like, I love this feminine, like shabby chic aesthetic, get it, okay? The prices range a little pricier. Yes, it does. But they do price it the same as a regular Stanley. So if you're planning on getting a Stanley already, then there you go. Next, we're gonna go into crafts. Crafts are definitely my favorite section other than the room decor. Ribbon. Any sort of ribbon, pink ribbon, lace, whatever, just ribbon. You can do so much with it, upcycle anything that you may thrift or may buy secondhand. I don't know, just ribbon sounds so much fun. Sewing kit. So, you know, if you're getting into sewing for the first time and you don't want to get things individually, a sewing kit is a perfect starter. You get needles, you get different threads and different pin cushions and stuff like that. I think it's a great idea. Children's books. It's not a craft. I don't know why I put that there. More miscellaneous. Why did I put that in the craft section? I put children's books down because I think the aesthetic of children's novels are so, well, books, picture books, are so pretty. Like the Peter Rabbit books, especially the Beatrix Potter watercolor looking books. Something cute that you can put and read maybe during the cold winter months if you want to get all cozy and that's just something you want to read. That is a good idea. I believe in the mix of crafts and miscellaneous for some reason I put down vinyls. Again, this is more miscellaneous. I'm actually asking for a lot of vinyls this Christmas, so I really want to get into getting a record player, collecting vinyls, so that's something I've decided to prioritize this Christmas. Pink hangers. Now, I don't even have pink hangers, and I know the importance of having a hanger set that definitely matches your favorite color or your favorite vibe, so it definitely makes your clothes look way more aesthetically pleasing and like a princess closet, because I really want my wardrobe to look like a princess closet. I want it to look like Glinda's room. Yeah, Glinda's closet. That's my intention. Barbie's closet, Glinda's closet. That's exactly how I want my wardrobe to look. If you want to do more like organizational room decor kind of stuff, last but not least, we have perfumes, and the first thing we have is the Burberry Her perfume. That is the pink version, I believe. It smells amazing. I literally have a sample and it is so nice. The Civic one is so pink, so chic. Next is Mod Blush. I do have Mod Blush. Both of them, the Burberry perfume and Mod Blush, both have very florally scents. Shabby chic, you're gonna imagine more florally scents than gourmand. I would even recommend Miss Dior. The Miss Dior perfume I love so much. I have Miss Dior and the floral smell is absolutely amazing. It is so chic and like that. Oh, I love the scent so much. And the Love Shack Fancy perfume, and it's in the pink version. I'll probably put on the screen. It has the same print as the Stanley, which is my favorite Love Shack Fancy print. Love Shack Fancy is the go-to for a lot of shabby chic options. I'm talking a lot. How do professors talk for 1.5 hours? I don't even know. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have now a sort of idea of what to put for your Christmas list, because I want to hear. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, bye.